Hello, welcome to Unboxed and Fearless, where we break barriers, challenges, and perspectives and empower each other to live without limits. I'm your host, provider Natasha Weems, and today's episode is all about epilepsy awareness, advocacy, and power of community support. I had the opportunity to attend Tay's Play Day, hosted by Taylen Lauren Horton Foundation, and connected with some incredible individuals dedicated to raising awareness about Dravet Syndrome. During the episode, Neurologist Dr. Holder shared vital insights on epilepsy treatment, highlighting that over 600 genes can be linked to epilepsy, reinforcing the importance of seeking specialized care and advocating for personalized treatment. I also spoke with Jenece Bond, founder of the organization, who is making a profound impact by providing support for caregivers and families of children with special needs. Plus, I'll share how the event coordinator, Ebony Edwards, played a key role in making this powerful gathering. Get ready for an inspiring conversation that will lead, educate, empower, and encourage you to advocate for yourself and your loved ones. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in to your favorite streaming platform. Hi, I am Dr. Natasha here, nurse practitioner, and I am here with Dr. Deborah Holder. She's Pediatric Epilepsy Department of Pediatric Neurology, and she is going to tell us a few recommendations about having a caregiver role for a person with epilepsy disorder.
So I think if you or your child has epilepsy, the most important thing is being an advocate for yourself and making sure you get the best care and access to resources. If you feel like you're not getting that with your current provider, reach out to another provider, really be an advocate for yourself, and make sure you find the best doctor who's going to listen to you and make sure you get the best care for yourself or your child. If you or your child is having seizures and they haven't been controlled with the first or second treatment, it's time to move on to a specialist. There are doctors like myself who are experts in epilepsy and have special training, and you need to seek out an epilepsy expert. Not every city or town has an epilepsy expert, so you may have to travel to a bigger city or a bigger hospital, but everybody with epilepsy should see an epilepsy expert at least once, because there's tests we can do and treatments we can offer that general practitioners can't offer, and that may be the test or the treatment that will help control your seizures and give you a better quality of life.
I love that, and I know you have to go, but really quick, can you tell me about the importance of genetic testing? Because many parents are not aware of that.
Yeah. We currently know there's over 600 genes that cause epilepsy, and I really feel anybody who's had a seizure should have genetic testing. But not all providers know about offering this testing, and there's some labs that even offer free testing to children and young adults. So it's important to advocate for yourself and ask your doctor or caregiver if you can get genetic testing. This may unlock answers for your diagnosis and help us provide the best treatment and help get you seizure-free.
Thank you, Dr. Holder. You're a lifesaver. Hello. We are here with Miss Jenece here. She is just a powerhouse. I am so just pleased to meet her, and she has been so inspirational. We had a really long conversation and chat, and we confided in each other. However, just you and seeing you on your journey and actually establishing your foundation. So you want to support caregivers with Dravet Syndrome. It's a rare form of epilepsy. Can you please just tell us how that journey has been for you, and then give some words of just inspiration and advice and hope?
Okay. It actually has been, to be completely honest, it has been very stressful. It's a very stressful thing to have to, deal with on a daily basis, of not knowing when your child is going to have a seizure. But, you just my dad said to me one day years ago when I first found this thing out, you play the hand you're dealt. You play the hand you're dealt. And if you can't fix it, you really can't stress too much about it, or try not to stress too much about it. You do what you can. So really, I just take one day at a time. I stay prayed up. And honestly, I make myself do things that I wouldn't normally do. Like if I don't want to go somewhere, I make sure I go. Or if I don't really want to, if I'm afraid she'll have a seizure or something, I just continue to encourage yourself and just make yourself do those things you don't want to do. Because on the other end, you have people that care, you have a village, and it's not half as bad as you think it's going to be. So That's how I power through.
I love that because it sounds like you really changed your mindset. But what we really want you to do is give back, support this platform. It's so many parents out here that are actually having similar challenges, and then they're faced with not having access to the resources that they need and deserve. So tell us where we can donate, pour into your platform, and really encourage and support you.
Okay, so you can find me at Taylen Lauren Horton Foundation.org. When the page comes up, there's a whole bunch of information there. I encourage everyone to donate to the cause. The cause is, again, for families like myself. Again, it is very, very, very catastrophic. A lot of parents are in depression and need mental health. So my foundation, hopefully, if we can get enough funds, we want to be able to provide mental health therapy sessions for parents. We want to be able to support them with some type of aid. We want to be able to gift them on holidays when, honestly, holidays are very stressful for Dravet families because of the excitability is being a trigger. So I want to be able to give them bundles to their home, so let them know that they're not alone. Also just a place to vent for parents like each other, like-minded parents, to be able to vent. I have a lot of things in store, a lot of things coming up. So if you help me, I can help them. So
you heard her. So I want to say, I just ask that God continues to pour into you and provide you with the strength and determination and the direction that you need to go on this journey. But I'm proud of you.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I will definitely.
Hello, I am Dr. Natasha. I am here with Miss Ebony here, and this event has been amazing. I'm touched, I'm inspired, and you're the producer of the event, right?
Yes.
Well, tell us what that looks like behind the scene, putting all this together.
You know, it was very difficult for Mom because she's like, what is your vision? What's your idea? And I'm like, girls gonna come together, right? So when when you're planning, and I see the vision from my clients before, when they start speaking and talking to me, and they're like, and I'm like, let's just do it. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful experience, and I'm really happy that I came out to Los Angeles to plan the event and for a special cause. So I'm excited.
I love that.
Thank you.
So what can we see in the future? It sounds like she has other projects. Are you going to be a part of those projects?
Definitely, yeah. So we had planned a planning team. This is like my fourth foundation I work for. We've worked with other foundations out of Philadelphia, in Delaware, and New York. And so when Jenece said, "Hey, Eb, I want to continue this," I said, "Absolutely." Our next one is the celebrity softball game, and then we're gonna probably have like a celebrity basketball game as well. That's all in the pipeline.
Okay, now is that Philly or
That's gonna
California?
be Los Angeles,
gonna be-
California, and it will be some big names there, y'all. So you could come out, donate, and again, as we talked earlier on the panel, collaborate with this. And I know, we talked about some things, but if we collaborate, it'll be a really good opportunity.
So this is actually what you want to do. You want to be a part and involved with like-minded women, and this platform has really shown out tonight and really showed as a support for the community, especially those that are caregivers and are feeling overwhelmed with the lack of access to services. But this foundation provides resources, so pour into them so they can help others within the community.
Thank you. And storytelling is very prevalent. Tell your story, guys. I've been producing now for about 28 years. And one of the things I can absolutely tell you I love doing is telling stories, delivering them, and producing these type of events. So thank you. We love having you today as well. Thank you so much. Mwah, beautiful. Thank you.
Caring for a child or a loved one with special needs is a journey that demands patience, strength, and just an unwavering heart. It's not just about medical treatment, it's about resilience, adaptation, and finding joy in the small victories. Mental health matters, not only for those facing these conditions, but for the caregivers who stand by their side every single day. We must remember caregiving isn't just about sacrifice. It's an act of love, faith, and endurance. And as a mother, as a healthcare provider, and as someone who understands this journey firsthand, I know the weight that comes with it. But I also know that we are never alone in this. Psalm 46:10 reminds us, "Be still and know that I am God." When the challenges seem overwhelming, when exhaustion sets in, when you feel unseen and unheard, remember this: God sees you. Your love, your efforts, your sacrifices are never in vain. You are part of something greater, a purpose that has plenty of strength, grace, and faith. Let's continue to uplift each other, to advocate, and to remind every caregiver they too deserve support, respect, healing, and peace. Dravet Syndrome and epilepsy are more than just medical conditions. They impact every part of a family's life. With over 600 genes linked to epilepsy, we are constantly learning more about how to treat and support those affected. But beyond the science, beyond the medicine, there is the human experience. The parents who hold their child through seizures, the caregivers who sacrifice their own needs to ensure a loved one thrives, and the families who fight for better resources, better understanding, and better support. So let's remember, Matthew 19:26 tells us, with God, all things are possible. And that is the faith I hold on to as a mother and as a provider. We are called to be advocates, to be voices for those who cannot always speak for themselves, and to be a source of strength for those who need it most. To every caregiver, parent, and loved one, know that your journey matters, your love is powerful, and together we will continue to rise, support, and make a difference. As we close this episode, I want to leave you with a message of hope, resilience, and faith. Whether you are a caregiver, a parent, a healthcare provider, or someone living with a diagnosis, know that you are not alone. There is strength in community, healing, and knowledge, and power in advocacy. So before we go, here are some valuable resources to help you navigate this path. Whether you need medical guidance, caregiver support, or advocacy networks, these organizations are here to help. I'll list them below. Goodbye.